Hello, my little mathematicians. Today, I'm going to help you get started on C-17, finding the GCF. If you notice, there's not that much workspace here, so we're going to show our work on a separate sheet of paper. And whenever we're asked to show our work on a separate sheet of paper, please always label what it is. Okay, so we're dealing with worksheet C-17. And then always number your problems and go in order, okay? So problem 1, you're finding the GCF of 14 and 21. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ladder method. And what can go into both 14 and 21? 7 can. And 7 times what is 14? 2. And 7 times what is 21? 3. Can anything go into 2 and 3? No. So that's it for my GCF. My GCF is 7, which means on here, I'm just going to use this as my answer sheet. So I'm going to put a 7 next to number 1, shade right here. It's an S. So down at the bottom for number 1, I'm going to put an S, right? Okay. Now, for the next one, it says it wants you to find the GCF of 10 and 12. So number 2 is 10 and 12. Well, what can go into both 10 and 12? 2 can. 2 goes into 10 how many times? 5 times. 2 goes into 12 6 times. Can anything go into 5 and 6? No. So 2 is my GCF. So next to problem 2, I'm going to write a 2 for my GCF, and that's an E. So down at the bottom for 2, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to put an E there. You'll notice that some of them are already filled in down at the bottom. That's okay. That just means that you're on the right track. So for 2, I'm going to put an E. All right. Now for my next one, I'm going to skip, and I just want to show you about number 5. Okay. So number 5 says it wants you to find the GCF of 36 and 27. Well, what can go into both 36 and 27? 3 can. 3 goes into 36 how many times? 12 times. Can 3 go into 27? Yeah, 9 times. Am I done? Nope, because what can go into both 12 and 9? 3 can. And 3 goes into 12 4 times, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. Can I keep going? No. So that's my GCF, 3 times 3, which is 9. So on my paper, I'm going to write a 9, and 9 is right here. See how it's shaded out, which means down at the bottom for number 5, I'm going to shade out that square. So it's like blocked out. So basically what that means is it's a space between different words. Okay. So if ever your answer is like this or this or this one or this one, that just means you shade in that square and it's separating one word from the next. Okay. Another one I want to do together is number 16 down here. So let's skip to problem 16. And it says it wants you to find the GCF of 8 and 15. Well, what can go into both 8 and 15? Can 2? No. 2 can go into this, but not this. 3? No. 3 can go into this, but not this. 4 can go into this, but not this. 5 can go into this, but not this. Like, there's nothing that they have in common other than 1, right? And 1 times 8 is 8, and 1 times 15 is 15. Sometimes that happens. The greatest number they share is 1. Very rarely is that the answer. If we're giving you, like, find the GCF of them, normally they have 1, but in some cases, the greatest number they share is 1. All numbers have a common factor of 1, right? 1 can go into everything, but this time the greatest one they shared was 1, which is right here. So again, it's one of those weird ones where when I find 16, which is right here, I'm going to shade out that box and it separates one word from the next. Okay, so again, if there's not workspace provided, please always show your work on a separate sheet of paper, label the page at the top, number each problem, and then use the worksheet as your answer column. Fill out the joke at the bottom so you can see if it makes sense. Okay? And then always you can check your answers via the attached PDF as well. But the joke helps you see for the answers that aren't there. If the joke makes sense, you know you got it right. All right. Go ahead and finish the rest, and please do the rest in order. We don't want to have like a scavenger hunt going on. So we left off, you guys want to do 3, then 4. We did 5, so do 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. All right, Munchkins, you got this.